James Earl Jones is an American actor. He's been described as, quote, one of America's most distinguished and versatile actors for his performances in film, television, and theater, and one of the greatest actors in American history. Although Jones has enjoyed a long and illustrious career as a stage, film, and voice actor, he's perhaps best known for lending his voice to the character of Darth Vader in the original Star Wars trilogy. James Earl has won numerous awards throughout his career, including a Grammy Award, 3 Tony Awards, and an Emmy Award. Jones has remained very active in the entertainment world over the decades and continues to be a prominent figure. James Earl Jones has an estimated net worth of $40 million. James Earl Jones's early life. On January 17, 1931, James Earl Jones was born in Arcaboola, Mississippi. James Earl was raised primarily on a farm in Jackson, Michigan by his grandparents, after his father left the family to pursue an acting career in New York and in Hollywood. Jones came to Michigan as part of the Great Migration. His parents were known as Ruth, who was a teacher and a maid, and Robert Earl Jones, who was a boxer, butler, and chauffeur. Jones and his father did not get to know each other until the 1950s, when they reconciled. He had said that his parents were both of mixed African American, Irish, and Native American ancestry. From the age of 5, Jones was raised by his maternal grandparents, John Henry and Maggie Connolly, on their farm in Jackson, Michigan. Jones found the transition to living with his grandparents in Michigan traumatic and developed a stutter so severe that he refused to speak. He credits his English teacher, Donald Crouch, who discovered he had a gift for writing poetry, with helping him to end his silence. Crouch urged him to challenge his reluctance to speak through reading poetry aloud to the class. Jones attended the University of Michigan as a pre-med major. After graduating from high school, however, he was lured by the structure that the military offered and joined the Reserve Officer Training Corps. He later focused wholeheartedly on drama, attending the School of Music, Theater, and Dance at the University of Michigan, and abandoned his goal of becoming a doctor. Part of his reasoning for becoming involved in drama was simple. He wanted to do something enjoyable before he was drafted into the service during the Korean War, and he was not sure he would ever return from the conflict. After a brief stint working as a stagehand, James Earl Jones found himself deployed as a second lieutenant after the Korean War had ended. He attended Ranger School and Cold Weather Training Command in Colorado. He eventually reached the rank of first lieutenant before being discharged. James Earl Jones's personal life. In 1968, Jones married actress and singer Julian Mary, whom he had met while performing as Othello in 1964. They had no children and divorced in 1972. In 1982, Jones married another actress named Cecilia Hart. They had one child together, son Flynn, born in 1982 before Hart died of ovarian cancer in 2016. Jones announced that he'd been fighting type 2 diabetes for much of his life in 2016 as well. Jones is Catholic, having converted during his time in the military. James Earl Jones's professional career. Jones made his film debut in Stanley Kubrick's 1964 film Dr. Strangelove. Jones gained international fame for providing the voice of Darth Vader in the Star Wars franchise, primarily in the films A New Hope, The Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi, Revenge of the Sith, and Rogue One. Throughout the 1980s and 1990s, Jones appeared in a number of other successful films, including Conan the Barbarian, Coming to America, Field of Dreams, The Hunt for Red October, The Sandlot, and The Lion King. Over the years, more TV roles came on shows like Law & Order, Will and Grace, 2.5 Men, The Big Bang Theory, and The Simpsons. Throughout the 2010s, Jones focused more on theater work once again. Jones was presented with the National Medal of the Arts by President George H.W. Bush in 1992. He received the Kennedy Center Honor in 2002. Over his career, Jones has won 3 Tony Awards out of 5 nominations, 2 Primetime Emmy Awards, and a Grammy Award. In 1985, he was inducted in the American Theater Hall of Fame. Jones was invited by President Barack Obama to perform Shakespeare at the White House Evening for Poetry in 2009. That same year, he also received the Screen Actors Guild Life Achievement Award. On November 12, 2011, he received an Honorary Academy Award. On May 25, 2017, Jones received an Honorary Doctor of Art degree from Harvard University. He was honored with a special Tony Award for Lifetime Achievement in the theater in 2017. It was announced the Court Theater would be renamed to the James Earl Jones Theater in 2022.
Death and legacy. Jones died at his home in Pawling, New York on September 9, 2024, at the age of 93. In a statement, CNN said that Jones was the voice of CNN and our brand for many decades, uniquely conveying through speech instant authority, grace, and decorum. That remarkable voice is just one of many things the world will miss about James. Jones' alma mater, the University of Michigan, paid tribute to him by posting a "We Are Michigan" video narrated by Jones on X. The NAACP, SAG-AFTRA, and MLB also paid tribute to Jones. Numerous members of the entertainment industry paid tribute to Jones, including Kevin Costner, Mark Hamill, Alec Baldwin, Danny DeVito, Barry Jenkins, Ava DuVernay, Viola Davis, Coleman Domingo, Octavia Spencer, Jeffrey Wright, Jamie Foxx, Danielle Brooks, Divine Joy Randolph, Kerry Washington, Rosario Dawson, Cheryl Lee Ralph, Yuzo Aduba, LeVar Burton, William Shatner, Disney CEO Bob Iger, Lucasfilm President Kathleen Kennedy, and Lucasfilm founder George Lucas. Following his death, the New York Times described Jones's career as of a prodigious body of work and called him one of America's most versatile actors in a stage, film, and television career. The Hollywood Reporter referred to Jones as one of the most admired American actors of all time. The Guardian film critic Peter Bradshaw wrote, "Like Sidney Poitier or Harry Belafonte or Paul Robeson, Jones was an African-American actor with a beautiful voice, which was the key to his dignity and self-respect as a performer. It was how his characters rose above racism and cruelty," and described Jones as movie royalty. In 2011, Academy Award-nominated actor Alec Baldwin called Jones one of the greatest actors in American history. Jones was recognized as a groundbreaker and pioneer for African Americans for his significant roles on stage and television. In 1965, Jones became one of the first African American actors in a continuing role on a daytime drama, acting in As the World Turns. Academy Award-winning actress Viola Davis said that Jones's career reflected black excellence. Critic Clive Barnes said that Jones's theater roles were like a black avenging angel. Even when corrupted by misery, his presence has an almost moral force to it, and his voice rasps out an agony nearly too personally painful in its nakedness. In 2022, the Court Theater was renamed after James Earl Jones, becoming the second Broadway venue named after a black theatrical artist, the first being the August Wilson Theater, named after the playwright August Wilson. The Court Theater was the same stage that Jones made his Broadway debut in 1958.
Thank you for watching. Kindly subscribe and share.